How many times are you stuck in a situation like this? You're stuck at a pool table in a brand new city, in a brand new country. That too with a colleague like this.
You know, Ankit, everybody wants a job that lets them travel the world.
Absolutely.
I have lots of friends who are investment bankers and management consultants. They have fantastic jobs. Breakfast in Tokyo, lunch in Addis Ababa, dinner in the Gold Coast. They travel all over the world but don't see anything.
Don't see anything?
Nothing, absolutely.
This is the curse of the business traveler.
It is the curse of the business traveler. And I've dedicated many hours of serious research to this problem. This is what I do. I research problems like this.
Right.
But the net conclusion that I've reached is that there are three reasons for the curse of the business traveler.
And they are?
And there are three ways to solve it. One, people spend a lot of time doing unnecessary things when they're traveling abroad, so they have no time to have fun.
Right.
They spend a lot of money without knowing where that money is going, because everything is expensive when you're traveling.
Absolutely.
And three, when they have the time and the money, they don't know how to get a life, which is why they end up playing pool in a hotel room with their really boring colleagues.
My God, so 3-point agenda this week on the Business Traveler special edition of Tech Toys. Here's how we show you how to get a life.
Time is the new money. We'll show you how to create time out of thin air.
Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you pretty much everything else. We'll show you how to squeeze every paisa.
And finally, find out how to get a life Tech Toy style.
Right, so Suresh, all those business travelers, we empathize with them.
We do.
We seriously do. Come on, you guys have run out of pages on your passport, but you guys haven't seen a single thing from the countries that you've been to.
Yeah, all you highly paid multi-million-dollar investment bankers who get fat bonuses and management consultants who travel all over the world saying things, Ankit, like the real purpose of business is to disintermediate business.
Who?
They get paid millions of dollars for saying meaningless things. So management consultants, investment bankers, business travelers, multi-million-dollar bonus earning people, we feel your pain. We feel your pain because you travel all over the world, but you haven't had a single moment of fun anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
There's one simple solution, Ankit.
Is there one?
There's one very simple solution. How to be really cool, travel all over the world and have fun.
What is it? Please tell me, please.
Ankit, the simple answer is you need to turn into George Clooney.
Okay, Suresh, that's not like cosmetically possible.
Okay, then the next best thing that you can do is watch a fantastic movie, the business traveler movie of all time. It's called Up in the Air and it stars George Clooney.
Bang on!
And of course, Vera Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga, of course. It also shows you how to score in the
the coolest line in that movie. So George Clooney plays a traveling firer. He travels all over the world basically to fire people. And he hates living in one city. He's always on a flight. Okay. His packing is really efficient.
What's the coolest part?
The coolest line from Up in the Air. In fact, George Clooney conducts seminars on this subject. And he says, what's in your backpack? So the question, Ankit, I have for you, when you're traveling abroad, what's in your backpack?
Okay, Suresh, I may not be the classic textbook example for intelligent backpacking, but guess what? You can do that.
Right. So Ashwin Raghunath, our in-house George Clooney.
No, Suresh, he's more like our in-house George Looney.
So George Looney, aka Ashwin Raghunath, has packed the perfect travel bag. And Ashwin says that this bag can actually help you save 1 hour of your daily schedule, which means 1 hour, Ankit, of party time, 1 hour of sightseeing to go and see the Rue de Bleu and the Seine in Paris on your business trip. 1 hour of having more fun than you could have possibly imagined.
Just by packing your bag.
Just by packing your bag, right. Don't believe us? George, take it away.
Last year we told you what a vacation was, a working vacation. But we know the truth with all of them. There's more vacation than any work. So today we'll tell you how you can pack your bags so you can make the most of every minute. Pack right, pack quick and keep it light. Victorinox's Parliament case is the best in class for you to pack work and fun in a small package. This bag is TSA Fast Pass certified, which means in select airports you don't even have to open up the case. The strong build comes with innumerable compartments for you to pack everything you need for a couple of days. Not just that, this is an expandable case too, so you can stuff in a few gifts on your way back from your trip. And pack that bag in with this little handy portable that we are in love with. The MacBook Air 11-incher is slim, sleek, light and has a battery that will outlast your concentration. Weighing a mere 1 kg, powered by a 1.6 GHz Core 2 Duo processor and backed by a 128GB solid-state drive, this can give you full-featured performance you need on the go. The full-size keyboard and the great screen will make sure that you get your work. If your outing is more networking than serious work, you need this device. Commonly known as the iPad, this is officially out in India. Great performance, unlimited entertainment, and this doesn't just turn heads, it breaks necks. Apple's fast computer is the device of the decade. Put this in your kitty to help you through long, boring waiting times at the airport. Keeping your BlackBerry alive can be a concern if you're a berry addict like Shruti. So if you're looking to upgrade, here's the bold 9780. This one sports the latest OS 6, which has a fancier home screen and 512 memory, along with a 5-megapixel camera and flash, which makes for great upgrade. But keeping that running when you're abroad can be as expensive as buying a kidney or two. So a Matrix card comes to your rescue. Buy a Matrix card right here in India and activate BlackBerry services. You have your international number even before you leave, and that can save you up to 75% on your standard international roaming bill. And finally, don't forget to pack these world travel adapters. All your gadgets will be as useful as a paperweight if they don't have any battery power. Ask Spider-Man and he'll tell you that the web is sticky and addictive business. Once you figure out how much it can simplify your life, you don't want to look at other alternatives. Here are some great apps for you to make the most of your vacation in the guise of a business trip. Keeping track of your extended, unofficial gallivanting can be a bit of a chore unless you have a travel organizer like TripIt. All you need to do is forward your air tickets to TripIt, and this builds your entire travel itinerary. It tracks flights, alerts you on changes, and even lets you share trip details with your friends and loved ones. If the iPad's your travel mate, then you need Lonely Planet. This book is the final word in travel. The app goes many steps further. Great interface and splendid pictures make this app as much as an experience as your trip is a must-have. Learning French or Chinese or Malay just for the weekend can be a bit tough, so you need this awesome language translation app. All you need to do is just talk into it in any language and it will talk back. And this app helps you translate between languages like Chinese, French, German and Italian amongst others. Great portable gear, awesome apps at your fingertips, and here's one piece of advice you don't want to skip. Always have a scanned copy of all your documents on a USB drive and in your inbox. You'll never know when you may need it. After that, go on, have fun, enjoy your working vacation.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you save every single second of your precious day. Ankit, of course, has no idea what he's playing. Ankit, do you know what this game is called?
Yo, 1 second. It's got balls, it's got cues.
Probably billiards, snooker or pool. One of the three for sure.
None of that.
None of that?
This is cricket on a table.
Okay, this is cricket on a table. That's how clear Ankit is on various concepts. Come back after the break and we'll try and teach Ankit a thing or two about how to save money.
I almost got that one.
Yeah, right. Welcome back. You're still watching the Business Traveler episode of the Tech Toys. Now, for all those of you who've traveled all over the world, visited exotic countries on work, and have not been able to see one single thing in those countries, Ankit, this episode is just for you.
Absolutely, Suresh. So we've shown you so far how to save every precious second in your day so you can really live it up in this brand new city that you're in and explore the city and explode it.
But Ankit, saving time is not enough.
Absolutely.
You could save all the time in the world, and all that will happen in the end of the day is you'll have an extra hour to hang out with dorky colleagues and play pool all by yourself. You also need a little money.
Absolutely.
Can't buy you love, but can buy you everything else, especially in foreign currencies. You can buy you a lot of stuff, right? So saving money is important as saving time. So our resident Miss Moneypenny, aka Shruti Rajkumar, Ankit shows you how you can save every single rupee, paisa, dollar, cent, zloty, yen.
That's not a currency.
It's all our currencies.
Really?
Check it out. Research shows it's all currencies. So Shruti shows you how to save a little money. Take a look.
Miss Moneypenny.
How many times have you traveled the world on a business trip and racked your brains converting rupees to dollars and dollars to pounds? Enough times, right? Here's another equation. How many times have you cried out in sheer frustration just thinking about the hundreds and thousands of rupees you were spending because you thought you had no other option? Well, which is why I decided to do all the math and make your life easier and give you some fantastic tips on how you can travel the world but not rake up an exorbitant phone bill. These tips will even make Scrooge proud.
Step 1. Get yourself a regular phone. And by regular, we mean a non-BlackBerry or a non-iPhone. Remember the old phones on which all you could do is make a call and send a message? Exactly one of those. Might not look all that good, alright, but when it comes to good looks versus a skyrocketing phone bill, we say give up on looks. Once you have your phone sorted, time to figure out the best service provider.
Let's say you're going to London for 2 weeks. Your option to stay connected on the move are 3. Either you can activate international roaming on your SIM card, or option 2, you can get a matrix SIM card, or option 3, you can get a local SIM card in the country that you're visiting. Let's compare prices between these 3 and see which one is most pocket friendly.
Activating international roaming on your local number is the worst decision ever to make. Call charges to India from the UK in this case cost 140 bucks a minute and SMSs 15 rupees. That's 4,500 rupees just for 30 minutes of calls back home. Matrix and the local SIM in this case O2 cost pretty much the same rates. That said, we say it's a better idea you buy a local SIM card to avail of country-specific promo deals.
Now, apart from the local SIM for international calling, like calling to India in this case, the one thing you definitely must explore are calling cards. Most often the rates on calling cards are way cheaper even than the local SIM. That said, if you want to go really cheap, the one service definitely worth exploring is Spoken.
Spoken is a fantastic service, much like Skype, which lets you make calls over the internet. Make calls to a landline, get voicemails, and even get your own number for all of $1. If your family back home has Spoken installed as well, all you need is Wi-Fi and you're all set to make free calls.
Making calls on Wi-Fi might be free, but what's key to keep in mind here, if you're adamant about carrying your BlackBerry or your iPhone, is that what costs most on international roaming are data charges. So if you've always wondered why your phone bill costs more than your iPhone, here's why and how you can keep your bill predictable the next time you travel abroad.
Tip 1 for all iPhone users, turn data roaming off. Turning off data roaming will block email, browsing and downloads, but not block text or picture and video messages. To turn data roaming off, tap on Settings, General, Network and simply switch off data roaming. If you wish to access data but not receive email automatically, turn Fetch New Data off. This means you will now have to check email and sync contacts and calendars manually instead of having data pushed to your iPhone automatically. Tip 3. Always use Wi-Fi to check any email when you are traveling. And Tip 4. Deactivate voicemail services on your phone before you travel abroad.
Now, another thing that you can do the minute you land is access the usage tracker in the General Settings menu and select Reset Statistics. Now, if you're a BlackBerry user, it's fairly simple.
If you own a BlackBerry, all you need to do is select Options, Mobile Network and simply turn data services off to avoid being charged.
Well, if you thought BBMing, it clearly isn't. But the one thing that is free is Wi-Fi, and here's how you can find hotspots around the world in one single click.
Jivia is a website that has a registry of over 482,957 free Wi-Fi locations in 144 countries. Simply head over to the website, select the country you're traveling to, narrow in on the area you are at and choose from the results depending on what is convenient for you. What's more, you can even get maps and directions to the Wi-Fi hotspot. Jivia is also available for download on both iPhone and the iTouch.
And finally, use Expenser to track all the money you spend abroad.
All you've got to do is sign up with Expenser and email your expenses to r@expenser.com from the registered email address. And voila, watch all your expenses on your homepage ready for you to print.
So now not only can you avoid spending too much money on unnecessary phone bills with Expenser, you can even track every penny you spend. With early planning and smart tips on your side, expense will never be an issue. Now all you've got to do is live it up, explore the city you're in and forget about bills.
What is this peculiar geographical formation of your face that happens?
It's playing pool can be back-breaking work, Ankit.
Okay. Alright, now we've shown you how to save every single penny, how to save those precious seconds and minutes and hours. But you know what? After the break comes the real big daddy. The real Rami. We'll show you how to have a ball. Welcome back to the only show that teaches you how to save every possible second or minute of your precious life, how to save every penny, and now, how to have a ball.
That's true, Ankit. At some point, I really should learn more about this game that I'm playing. Right. I have no idea. There are many red balls, many colored balls, one white ball.
No idea? Get idea.
Get idea?
Yeah.
Right. Mobile number portability is here. We'll tell you about that later though. But for now, Ankit, in the first two segments, we showed you how to save money and how to save time.
Yeah.
But having all the time and all the money in the world is no use unless you know what to do with all that time and money.
Absolutely.
Take yourself, for example.
Yeah.
All the time, all the money in the world, and it's still such an incredible dork.
That's because I have to co-anchor the show with you.
Yeah. Among many other reasons, that. So, Ankit, in our next story, what we're going to do is, if you're a business traveler, you've taken all our advice on saving time and money. Here's how you use all the time and money to get alive. In other words, here's how you avoid turning into Ankit.
So you're finally done working after a long and hard day, and conveniently, you're in a foreign country. What do you do next? Paint the town red, of course. And if you were looking for the perfect apps to help color your life, look no further than me. I have the perfect apps you need for a fun-filled night out on the city.
So say you want to go out for a drink or two, followed by a nice cozy dinner somewhere close to your hotel, but you don't know where. Well, get Google Places, an easy-to-use app that lists out where all the fun is happening. This service will show your life easy with a host of options for places to dine, wine, and even the nearest ATM in case you run out of foreign currency. Now, this upcoming app is one that's captured our hearts and attention, called Lear. This funky new age app takes images from your camera and tells you all the nearby spots you can head to. Don't like the restaurant it's showing you? Simply pan the camera around and it'll show you more places. If nothing else, you should get this app only to feel like you've landed in the future. Despite having GPS, you seem to have gotten lost and landed on a road you can't even spell. Or maybe you saw some really cool product but couldn't identify what brand it was because it was written in a foreign language. Get Google Goggles to help you. All you need to do is take a picture of the said image and voila, Googles will fine-tune your query and turn up not only with the answers for your search but even translate foreign text. Point it to a food product and the savvy app will even give you product information. If that doesn't exhaust you, it also has a built-in barcode scanner. Oh Google, what can you not do? So you head out to that jazz bar you were recommended and had a great time. What's more, you saw a total cutie and you're just about to exchange numbers. Listen to us and please don't do it the 1940s way. Bump's yet another app that lets you connect to other users simply by bumping phones. One bump is all you need to have access to the person's email, phone number and even photos. Who knows, you might just get brownie points from the person for being ahead of the curve. Should you decide instead to take in the evening sight, sound and air, you probably think you're at a loss because you don't have a travel guide to show you around. Well, no need to fear when Wikitude is near. This Too Cool for School app will become your travel guide. Simply select a word, for instance, Wikipedia or UNESCO World Heritage Site, and using GPS, Wikitude will show you what's of interest to see nearby. Now you can go back home with added knowledge of all the cool places you saw thanks to the help of technology. Last but not the least, you need a taxi wherever you are. That's where Rocket Taxi zooms and zaps into your life. Not only can you access cab companies near and far, you can even get an approximate description of the fare based on the distance you want to travel. With all these apps rushing to your every beck and call, we can assure you that your trip will be a smashing success.
So now you know just about everything you need to make your business trip an a success. You know how to travel light, you know how to calculate right, and you even know how to have fun on the slide.
Ankit, it's been said, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step.
Absolutely.
And that single step is for you to tweet us and catch this week's episode of Tech Toyz.
Oh, what great advice, Suresh. Seriously, if you're a business traveler and so far you've been completely crippled or paralyzed by the lack of time management or backpack filling management, then this is the show where we've tried to help all of you.
And if you have tips of your own, ladies and gentlemen, of how you can optimize business travel and make every second and every rupee count,
Share it with us.
please do share it with us. We'll use it on the show and we won't give you credit. No, we will give you credit. Right, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, email us, catch us on YouTube. Till next week, bye-bye. Keep your finger there. I'll show you one trick.